want to ask you about something. You're doing Drive because you are a machine. You are one of the most prolific comedians, high-voiced, effeminate comedians that I know. You churn it out like nobody, and it's quality stuff. I say churn it out
like my dad to like me. Go on, sorry.
Worth the interruption. But no one works as hard as you. You're doing drive-through comedy shows. Where at a time when no comedian can be working, how does that work? People drive in their cars and they sit in their cars and watch you perform?
Well, the thing, in this time of pandemic, it's important for people to be safe, but also, so I've done a couple of them. You go on stage in a parking lot and you perform for cars. You feel like, like you're recreating the movie Cars, but it's pretty surreal. It's,
So can you see the people, or you just see a lot of cars?
You can see some. It's a lot of, and I did a show, Marina opened for me, and, but what are you going to find out from even the comic who goes on before you? Like, what's the crowd like? There's a bunch of imports. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing.
There's some SUVs.
There's no.
New electric cars, yeah.
But people were very nice. They're volunteering to recreate the experience of being stuck in traffic. So.
How do they let you know? I mean, can you even hear them laughing? Can you hear them applauding?
Flash lights or beep horns. Like, they do a polite kind of like get out of the way if they like the joke. They're like, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Kind of like move it along or I'll run you over. They do that kind of beep. And then at the end, they just lay on the horn.
That's really nice. I love that. I think there's something kind of inspiring about that. That's people coming together.
It was a nice moment of community. It's nice to get feedback. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was weird. It's kind of like everything's about food for me. It's kind of like if you hadn't had ice cream for 5 months because of a pandemic, and then you had to eat like non-dairy ice cream.
Right. I can see it's not quite the stand-up experience, but it's as close as you're going to get right now.
Yes.
I have a question for you. I think you're the only comedian with his own Sirius channel. And that is quite an accomplishment. This is I congratulate you. Only comic.
I was very flattered. They asked me, and I was like, because I'm unemployed essentially. I was like, this is very exciting. I asked my manager what does it pay, and he's like, nothing. It pays nothing.
Oh.
But it gets better. Apparently, I was excited about it, and then I was doing press, and somebody revealed that I'm channel 790. And do you know how many channels there are on Sirius XM?
I don't.
790. I'm 790.
You're the last channel.
I'm the last channel.
You'd think that there'd be a channel that just gave farm reports or something that would be 792. You're the last channel.
I feel like I'm participating in some Make-A-Wish thing, and I'm the beneficiary, and I don't know about it.
Right. You are live streaming your family dinners.
Good idea.
Dinner with the Gaffigans, and it gives us a glimpse into the madness of your life. And I've watched. It's crazy because you have all these kids at last count, I think in the 20s, 30s, and your wife, everyone's talking at once. Sometimes you're talking, but sometimes you're not talking. Sometimes you just sit there and eat your mush.
Well, the thing is it started off as this, thing, nice thing to do. I thought we'd be in quarantine for a couple weeks. Hey, there's some single people, there's some grandparents that are away from their kids. Why don't we stream our dinners? It'll be a nice thing. We'll do it for a couple weeks. 5 months later, we're still doing it. And it's what, we've added a fundraising element, but like, I gotta be honest, there's some nights where I just don't want to do it. Kind of like how you're handling this interview. I just kind of like don't want to do it, but I do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? And you know how much I get paid for that? Nothing. It's kind of like a satellite channel, but it's on YouTube.
You get paid for this interview. I mean, I think.
I do?
I believe. Jeff, does he get paid? How much?
Hello. How much do I get?
6. No. Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, please. No, I know he's there.
Well, get him on the blower.
No, he's on right now. I'm on the other line. Just listen. 600 over. You're getting over $600 for this appearance. That's more than you get from Dinner with the Gaffigans. That's more than you get from Sirius Channel. That's more than you get for mentioning Sizzler 4 times. That's a lot of money.
I think Sizzler's out of business, right? Kind of sad.
I don't think you're going to get money from them now.
What are you going to have for dinner tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
You're not thinking about that? You got to
I'll
take
probably have a lean fish, and some vegetables. You like the way I say lean fish? I'll have a lean fish.
You New England people, you guys eat all those bugs from the ocean. Yuck. Ugh.
I eat cod. I eat cod, not because it's hard, but because it's easy.